Ну и что? Воу-воу-воу.
Sir Hanish sent me, Captain, to join your mission. And Sir Hans, too.
Then mount up, youngster, and we'll move out. Lord Capon, when we get there, I'd like you to hold back.
You can forget about that, Bernard. I'm not going on an outing. Hannah sent me to handle this matter, and handle it by...
Undoubtedly, Sir Hans. I just meant for your own safety.
Yeah!
I know what you meant, Captain. Forget it.
Very well, Your Grace.
Listen, Bernard. About this robber. I heard some rumors.
About his being a relative of mine on the Lotus?
Something like that.
We have the same great-grandfather, Urban, Baron of Oleshna. Wilson belongs to a distant...
Что?
To say they bring no honor to our name.
But I heard Wolfen of Camberg was hanged somewhere in Silesia after plundering the bishop's estate.
Yes.
I heard the same. Only, well, I'm sure you've heard what they say about the Camberg branch of my family.
That they're cursed. Now, Bernard, don't you think I'm a little old for fairy tales?
Think what you like. I heard it from my grandfather, and he never paid attention to old wives' tales.
I meant no offense, Captain. Tell me all about it. After all, there's no smoke without fire. And I never heard about the Camberg member of the family.
Very well. At home, we always spoke in whispers about our Camberg relatives. When Wolfen's father, Wilhelm, came to visit. Almost ashamed to say it.
You can rely on my discretion, Captain. Carry on.
Well, the servants were so afraid of him that they went and hid in the barn. Father had them whipped. Even then, they wouldn't go near Wilhelm. They were afraid he'd curse them. I couldn't blame them.
Yeah!
Why is that?
Wilhelm's face was so...
Was he wounded in war?
No. So, she fell pregnant. They said she went to a witch to get rid of the child. She ended up having quintuplets. Can you imagine it? 5 babes born in one night?
Jesus Christ!
That's not all. 4 of them didn't live till dawn. Only the fifth survived. He was disfigured. Wilhelm. They say the witch cheated her. And instead of getting rid of the child, she put the devil's seed inside her.
Good lord, how dreadful.
Well, Wilhelm carried that with him his whole life. When his own wife was in childbed, he had 7 friars kneeling in her chamber day and night. It didn't stop the rumors, though. When his son, Wolfen, was born, he looked normal enough, but he turned out to be as wild as a stray tomcat.
It seems he hasn't grown out of it.
You're right about that. A few years ago, Wolfen went off to Poland, and Wilhelm got worse and worse. Cursed everything and everyone in his past, starting throwing crockery at the servants. He was on his deathbed. They sent for a priest, not just to give him the last rites, because they were afraid the devil would come out of him and possess someone else. Then later, Wolfen turned up, even though he was supposed to be dead for years. The folk said he was dead. That wouldn't stop the devil's spawn.
Sweet Jesus. It sounds a lot more...
Pray. Whoa! Slow down. Vitus and Cyril. I sent them to scout ahead.
Those bastards will pay for this.
They most certainly will. Let's go. We have to make camp. Hamlin, we'll take 2 men and come back here later. I won't have Vitus and Cyril left as crow meat.
Yes, Captain.
Херовый FPS, блять. Это все Valorant. Блин, надо со стороны посмотреть. Ну, бля, из-за этой херни, конечно, лагает, да. Есть чат, читаю. Я хочу посмотреть сейчас со стороны. Секунду. Ах, ну-ка, вот так вот, если сделать. Должно что-то меняться. Если нет, скажи, пожалуйста.
Greetings.
What do we do now?
First, we have to find out where those horsens are holed up. According to the reports, they raided a few farms around here. So someone should go to those places and find out what they can. You should do it, Henry. My men would probably just startle them.
All right, Captain. I'll do that. Where are the farms?
One is uphill from Neuhoff, right by the woods. One here above the woods by the crossroads, directly north from our camp.
Tell me, Captain, how come this wolfling is attacking his own kin?
They say blood's thicker than water, but sometimes I wonder. Look at our king and Sigismund.
So what's the cause of
Блин,
your
а чё так
conflict?
залагало-то
Nothing in
внутри?
particular, just that he's a ruffian, a treacherous bastard, and a bandit. No wonder the whole Camber clan is cursed.
How are you related?
Milota, Wolfin, and I have the same great-grandfather, Urban, Baron of Oleshna.
Ну, это сраный античит из-за Валоранта. Поставил Валорант, короче, и после него начались какие-то просадки в FPS. Даже в КС FPS упало. Ни хреново.
How do you mean curse?
Like I said, Wolfin's grandfather married Countess Barbara of Hogwitz. She didn't want to bear his child and went to a witch to get rid of it. Only instead of getting rid of the unborn child, she ended up having 5.
What, all at the same time?
All in one night. But only one of them lived till morning. The youngest, Wilhelm. And his face was disfigured. They say the witch deceived the countess, and it was Satan himself who impregnated her.
And you believe that story?
Depends how you look at it. Wilhelm wasn't a bad man while he was in his right mind, but he was terrifying to look at. I still get shivers down my spine when I think of him. As for Wolfen, word came that he died in Silesia. Then, one day, he appeared from nowhere. There are folk who say death has no power over him. Good luck, then.
Так, что через реку? И на лошадь-то, блин.
Yeah.
Бля, все равно лагает, ебануться.
Yeah.
Бля, ну охуенно. А в чем проблема, блядь? Пропуск кадров нету. Блин, может быть.
Yeah.
Да настраиваю, стараюсь, блядь. А нихера. Блядь, Valorant надо нахуй удалять по ходу дела, блядь. Да, после античита такая херня случилась. Бля, вообще пиздец. Потому что ОБС показывает без пропусков кадров. Я, блядь, хер его знает, вот что может быть. Уже проблема. Так, вот так, если. Ай.
Yeah.
Бля, это пиздец.
Yeah.
Обнови страницу. Блядь.
Yeah. Yeah.
Блин, ну вот так вот вроде норм.
Yeah.
Да, только с телефона почему-то теперь темный экран.
Yeah.
Напишите в чат, сейчас нормально отображается картинка? Без лагов?
Yeah.
Только картинку шакалит, да, я заметил. Сейчас стоит максимальное качество. Ладно, давай сейчас так попробуем.
evening.
Captain Bernard sent me. It's about that attack.
Well, they came, took everything they could, and rode off again. I don't know what else I can tell you.
We're trying to catch up with that gang, so I need to hear every detail you can tell me.
What do you want to know?
How many of them were there?
2 or 3. I'm not sure. My head's still in a spin.
Which way did they go?
I don't know. I wasn't watching. My husband made me hide indoors, and I only saw them through the window.
So your husband was outside?
Yes, he tried to parley with them.
What did they take?
Not much. We haven't a pot to piss in, which I told them in no uncertain terms as soon as they came here.
So you're telling me they came here, you told them there was nothing worth taking, and they just rode off again, without further ado?
More or less.
But just a while ago, you told me you were indoors the whole time.
Yes, I was. Mostly.
So were you inside or outside? Did you talk to them or not?
Well, like I say, it was confusing. I don't remember much.
Let's get one or two things straight. I'm here under orders from Captain Bernard, and that robber baron who came here crippled his cousin and killed 2 of his men.
What's that got to do with me?
Just so you know, the captain is very keen to see justice done, and it would not be wise to obstruct him.
My God, what have I done to deserve this?
So, what really happened here?
First, promise me you'll get rid of them.
That's exactly what I'm here for.
They came a few days ago, took a pig and a sack of apples. We put up no resistance. I noticed one of them had an injured leg, so I offered to treat it for him.
Why would you help those cutthroats?
They didn't behave violently towards us, and I thought it would be best to keep them happy. At least they left me some apples.
Go on. What happened then?
They rode off, and I prayed we'd seen the last of them. Only the same evening, they came back again. One of them had been wounded, and they wanted me to take a look at him. They gave me some coin and took me to their camp. And in the morning I came home again.
So you know where they're camped? I'd like you to lead me there.
I won't go to their camp, no. But I know of a place where you'll have a good view of it.
That'll do me.
Goodbye. I'm not going any further. If they saw me, I'd be done for. The camp's not far away in this direction.
Thanks. And don't worry, I'll deal with those bastards.
I pray you do.
Looks like I found it. I'd better get back and report to Captain Bernard.
Блин, долго бы теперь понять бы, где я нахожусь. Лагерь. И больница. Да попробовать, что ли, их это. Бежали. Раз, два, три, 4, 5. Его, походу, пизда. Так. Аккуратнее.
Someone there. You call that combat?
What's going on there?
Quitting?
Weak at the knees. Is that all you've got? Get over here!
Oh,
Так, одному мне здесь походу ничего не светит вообще.
what's the matter? Come on. Hey, who's the... I'll find you. Who's there? Bring it on. You can't hide from me. Got weak at the knees, have you?
Where is everyone? Quick! Hey! All of you! Gather here! Raise the alarm!
I'm going
Raise the alarm!
to...
Watch out!
О,
Over here! Where is everyone? Quick!
Where did he have vanished to?
Is that the best you can do?
да. Ладно, сейчас добежим до капитана. Ой, блядь, только какой-то лагерь. Был запоминать, как она идет. А, ну вот это около реки. Реки. Здесь это в сторону. Пришли к лагерю. Да, я в ту сторону бежал.
Yeah.
Good day.
I found that encampment.
Ah, I'm glad to hear it. Is it far?
Not really.
How many men did you see?
Блин, а я не считал. Ну, где-то около 10.
The same as us. Well, now we'll see if my cousin is really as tough as they say. Otherwise, he'll be swinging tonight from the Ratte ramparts.
Sounds good to me, Captain.
Don't get too cocky. These skirmishes in the woods can get tricky. Who knows what the bastard has up his sleeve. Anyway, I'll round up the men and you can lead us to this camp of theirs.
Of course.
God be... Wolflin of Camberg, for your crimes against Sir Meloda of Oleshna and Sir Hanush of Lipa, you have been declared a reprobate and an outlaw. Will you willingly lay down your arms and accept your just punishment at the hands of Sir Hanush? Or do you intend to offer resistance?
That's a difficult choice, cousin. What do you say, man?
Am I to take it you intend to resist?
I didn't want to, but these men here talked me into it.
We're wasting our time, Captain. This brute here hasn't the honor of a common footpad. These murdering swine slayed Vitus and Cyril. I think it's time they paid for it. What do you say, man?
Damn right!
At those bastards! Charge! Enough! 3 sword Russian to the man who brings me Wolfman's head!
Come on then!
Ну, теперь.
Well, I know. The pig turns up willingly for the slaughter. We all get caught.
Ага. А что тут? Я понял. Там народу побольше, чем 10 человек.
Good day.
I found that.
Ah,
Not really.
how many men?
About 50.
Shit. It won't be easy. Sounds good. Don't get too cocked. Anyway, I'll round up the men.
Of course.
Take care.
Кто из них барон?
Wolflin of Camberg, for your crimes against Sir Meloda of Oleshka.
Tackle the beast! Go rush into the man who brings me Wolfman's head!
Так. А, и все, что ли?
God be praised! We Glory is ours! Sir Hanush! God be praised! We won! God be praised! We won! God be praised! We whipped those mangy dogs! We whipped those mangy dogs! Hurrah!
We whip those mangy dogs.
We whipped those mangy dogs!
Victory is ours, Captain.
Praise the Lord. My men are no easy pickings. You and Sir Hans helped us a lot.
What now?
Break camp and head back to the castle. You ought to go on ahead and report to Sir Hans.
Yes, Captain.
We whipped those mangy dogs!
Take care.
Long live Captain
Glory!
Bernard.
Glory! Here's to Sir Hanush!
God be praised. We won. We whip those mangy dogs. Here's to Sir Hanush.
God be praised! We won!
Long live Captain
Sir
Bernard.
Hanush!
Где факел? Только у меня нет с собой факела? Прикольно.
Yeah.
Тогда переночую сам чел.
Yeah.
У меня такое ощущение, как будто я не туда свернул. А, нет.
Yeah.
Идем быстренько. Выиграем.
Yeah. Let us wish the combatants luck.
Greetings. I'd like to... All right. Of course. I'll write you... And I need... Longsword. Good. God be with you.
Meeting face to face in this round will be Jake the Steak, a brewery hand from Ratai, and his adversary will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of simracing. Let us wish the combatants luck. All is prepared for the first duel. We will witness a duel with longswords.
Change weapons for the second bout. Our warriors will fight with hunting swords.
Ух ты, блядь, я пропустил.
In this round, he shall proceed to the next. Meeting face to face in this round will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Kubla, and he will face Stephen of the Vorets, spearman in the company of Sir Kubla. Welcome, our warriors. The combatants have entered the arena and the first duel may commence. We will witness a duel with longswords.
Peace. Lost your wind. Eesh.
Bollocks!
Так, секунду.
The second bout will surely be no less exciting. This one may decide the winner. Our combatants will demonstrate their skills with short sword and shield. Meeting face to face in this round will be Laszlo, Hungarian warrior and Turk slayer at Nicopolis. And his adversary will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Kubla. Let us wish the combatants luck. The combatants have entered the arena and the first duel may commence. We will witness a duel with longswords.
Get him!
Ух ты, блядь.
The second bout will surely be no less exciting. This one may decide the winner. Our warriors will fight with hunting swords.
Блин. Да чтоб тебя. Значит, будет не толкаться. О, у меня еще и кровотечение. Ну, отлично. Да пошел ты. Ну, походу, этот бой проигран. Есть.
Lords and ladies, good men and good wives. You have just witnessed the final duel of today's Ratai tourney, for which we all owe gratitude to Sahanish of Lipa. All glory to the victor, Henry of Skalitz, man-at-arms in the company of Sir Radzik Kovila. His prize will be given to him by our gracious Sahanish.
Here, Henry. Your prize.
Thank you.
You've earned it. God be with you. Greetings. What business have you?
I have news from the camp, Sir Hanish.
Speak.
Unfortunately, we couldn't avoid a skirmish.
Where's Hans? I hope he's not.
There's no need to worry, my lord. Lord Capon's alive and well. Lord Capon is busy celebrating.
So you succeeded.
Wolfen is dead, and his men routed. Captain Bernard and the others are hunting them down in the woods right now.
By God, that's excellent news. I must say, Henry, after all that's happened recently, I'm glad something finally turned out well.
So am I, sir.
And I think you deserve to be rewarded for your efforts.
Thank you, sir.
Take care.
Ванну, что ли? Стоп, нет. О, где-то. Ну, еще с другой стороны. Давайте заскочим, попробуем выполнить.
My hum. Let's talk. Wow. What is? That's. See now.
God save you.
I'd like to just.
Давай хотя бы 300.
Since
It's not worth it.
all right.
Close.
Он 280.
I'll go for that.
on up and take a look.
Welcome.
I've got
Good day to you.
Day,
Take care now.
Yeah.
Что, где этот квест?
Yeah.
Ага. Подожди. А, это я.
Uh-huh.
Sir Hans, I heard something about...
Yes, Hanush has decided to revive the tourney. It's only a bit of entertainment for commoners. A few fellows on foot bashing each other with various weapons.
Well, you don't seem like your usual cheerful self, sir.
Yes, blast it. Hanush was on my back about what I do all day. So I told him I was busy dealing with... I said I was training my future page in combat, initiating him into the art of sword.
I didn't know you had a page.
That's just the thing. I don't. It was just something I made up on the spot to get him off my back. Only it seems I was a bit too convincing. Now, Uncle wants my imaginary page to demonstrate...
I can see...
That's putting it mildly. The old man is like a dog with a bone. He'll never let go. Unless... Yeah. All you have to do is enter the tourney, batter the fuck out of all the other peasants, and everyone will be happy. Except for...
What, and I'm to become your page? I'm not sure if Sir Radzik would agree.
No, Radzik doesn't have to know anything about it. It's just a little charade for Uncle's benefit. Not that it's such a bad idea. Who knows, maybe one day.
Yeah, all right. I just hope it won't get me into trouble.
Everything will be just fine.
Well, I suppose I can handle a few fellas one at a time. Oh, all right then.
Of course you can. You have to put up some coin to enter, though. Naturally, I'll pay for that. Just go and see the tournament master. You'll find him somewhere around the... Run along now. And don't let me...
You're...
Excellent. Afterwards, we'll...
Are you planning some new adventure by any chance, Sir Hans?
What makes you think that?
No particular reason. It just seems like every day is an adventure for you.
True. And you're quite right. I am indeed in pursuit of a new adventure. An amorous adventure. Not the kind you can buy at the bathhouse for a handful of groschen. And last time I got more than I bargained for there. Are you prepared to help me, and I hope you do a better job than last time, on my quest to win true unsullied love?
Sounds like fun. I'm all ears.
You, Hal, shall be my messenger of love. You shall bear her a letter and a gift from a secret admirer.
Why me? It's not like you to be bashful, Sir Hans. You can just go and tell her,
Certainly not. Carolina is different to the others. She was educated in a convent and needs to be handled with kid gloves. Romanced. I must court her secretly. It's the latest fashion in France.
And who is this Carolina?
The fairest maid that ever walked the earth. Carolina. The butcher's daughter. You must have noticed a divine creature in the marketplace. Unless you're more...
Carolina. I do know her. She's a pretty girl, all right, but, well, a little below your station.
Love knows no station but the heart. And you keep your peasant eyes off her. Your task is simple. All you have to do is get hold of a necklace fine enough to grace her lovely neck. I did have one that I inherited from my great-grandmother. Unfortunately, not anymore.
What happened to it?
I lost it playing dice at the inn. But you'll get it back for me. You're a smart lad.
Oh, all right then. Is there something else I should know about this necklace?
I lost it at dice in the Ledechko Tavern when I was there to see... Well, that's not important.
So you bet a rare family heirloom, even though you don't know how to play dice?
I do know how to play dice, as long as the other fella doesn't cheat. No doubt he'll still be sitting there, swindling other folk out their hard-earned groschen.
Well, then you ought to have had him clapped in the stocks. All right, if that's what you want, I'll go to Ledechko and find this swindler of yours.
Well, there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Goodbye. Yeah. Yeah.
Greetings.
I'd like to see
And what is it?
prop.
As you wish.
Fine.
I'm sure. Take care.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah.
Good day, Henry. Good health.
I've got some good.
All right.
Блин. Осталось. Эй.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Тоже.
I've got some good.
All right. What be with you?
Вот, плентис.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Are you the one who played dice with Lord Capon?
Played and won, lad. Fine noble he may be, but he can no more throw dice than I can read Latin.
I can't disagree with you there. But look here, have you still got that piece of jewellery you won from him?
No, I don't. Some noble rode through here and we had a game or two. Only them dice kept falling his way. I was lucky to keep my boots. He's got the necklace now.
Did you know where this fellow was heading?
He was waiting for someone here, but when they didn't show up by midday, he rode on. He mentioned something about camping by the bridge over the Sasau River. That one before the charcoal burners camp. You might still catch him there with a bit of luck.
There aren't many fords along the river on the way to Sasau. Can you tell me anything else about him?
Fine gent he was, well dressed, on horseback. Had quite a lot to say. Seems he saw a bit of the world. And he had some interesting looking dice.
You said they fell well for him?
Aye, no wonder. Fine dice they was, made special, all shiny and whatnot.
That's all I need to know.
Very well.
Ох ты уж, блядь.
Yeah.
I hope God be with you.
Блин, а чё? Ну тут сразу налево это. А, нет. Вверх. Короче, мне деньги уже не нужны, можно ни с кем не сражаться. У меня и так в кармане 20 тысяч. Я полностью одет. Так, я приехал в город. Надо после дома повернуть налево. Ага. Блин, придется подраться. А чё с вас так много-то, а?
Come here, Lily. I'll chop you to pieces, you what?
Блять. Пиздец просто, блядь. Вот нахуя они там оказались, блядь? Блядь, еще 6 человек, блядь. А, ну у тебя день. Стоп, зато у тебя... Может, факел можно купить?
Greeting.
I've got some good.
All right. Good luck then.
Придется факел бросать.
I hope you won't need them.
Thank you. I could do with a bite to eat.
Да.
My respect. I'll be with you.
Are you the... That's all I need to know.
Good luck to you.
Salt sprinkled with the bloody tears of Saint Jane Madonna.
Отлично, он мертв. Он мертв.
Are you after something? I'm afraid my friend here won't tell you much.
Your friend? Oh, I'm very sorry. And, well, I don't want to be insensitive, but I was hoping to get something from him. My master's necklace, which he won at dice.
Your master? Who would that be?
Well, Sir Radzig Cobbler of Skalitz is my liege lord. I'm Henry, but just now I'm helping Sir Hans Capon with a private matter.
Those are weighty names in these parts. I'm Sir Anselm of Domkey, in the service of... well, that's not important. I'd like to give you... that is... I'd like to ask you for your help.
I don't think I can help you. I've got a pressing task of my own to deal with.
I understand. But we could help each other out. You see, I think I know where that necklace might be.
You do? Well, I'm all ears.
The thing is, this is all my fault. I got held up on the way to meet Alphonse. By the time I got here, I found him like this.
God have mercy on his soul.
Amen, lad. I was heartbroken and enraged by turns, tearing my hair and cursing. Alphonse was my good friend, and it pains me to know he was only here on account of me. I brought him into a certain business matter to negotiate with some people, and he agreed. And this is how it ended up. When I finally pulled myself together, I took a look around and found some tracks. I followed them to the camp of those very brigands that Alphonse was supposed to negotiate with.
Nah, you can't trust anyone these days. So how can I help?
You can pass yourself off as Alphonse. Get into the bandits' camp and find that fucking murderer. And when you do, you'll find what you're looking for.
Is there anything else I should watch out for while passing myself off as Alphonse?
The main thing is to look and sound like a noble, not a peasant, a commoner. So dress the part. No rags or rusty iron.
And how am I supposed to recognise the killer?
Ask around. I don't reckon anyone will admit to stabbing him in his sleep, but you might pick up some clue. You could have a look around for that necklace. Now that I think of it, they stole other valuables from him too.
Silver is silver, though. I won't recognise anything. Didn't he have something unique? A signet ring or chain or...
No, not that I can... Oh yes, he did. Dice. He had a set of dice made specially in Prague. It was his pride and joy. They were red and gold, bright and shiny. Not the kind of thing you'd overlook.
What can you tell me about Alphonse, so they don't catch me out if they start asking questions?
Indeed. A few details should suffice. He was from Slani, but lived in Prague the last few years. He advised people, very well too. He helped them to deal with problems, of all kinds.
Yeah, he sounds like a man of the world, but I've never even been to Prague. I'm not sure I can fool them.
You can always change the subject. He was an ardent dice player, God forgive him. And he spent some time in Moravia on the service of Prokop of Luxembourg. But that was ages ago.
What do you know about the brigands in that camp?
Actually, they're not just ordinary bandits. It's a robber baron and his band. Sir Erhard Baron Bielowitz. Some of his vassals and maybe some commoners. They came here in the hope they'd have a better chance of keeping their heads.
Why don't you ask some of the local lords for help? I'm sure the Sasau custodian would lend you a few men.
There's nothing I'd like to see more than the lot of them strung up. Only I have a task that conflicts with that. And as for the custodian, I'm pretty sure Sir Sebastian is in league with Erhard.
What was the purpose of Sir Alphonse's negotiations? I'll need to know that.
Look, Henry, you'd best avoid that subject if at all possible. Just find the murderer for me, get your necklace, and I'll take care of the rest.
It'll be a bit hard to avoid that, since it was supposed to be the entire purpose of his visit.
True. Well, Alphonse was supposed to talk Erhardt into moving his robbing raids towards Benishov, especially holding up merchants' wagons heading for Prague. In return, he was to offer a reward of up to 12,000 groschen and safe haven in Pilgrims.
I see. So you work for someone in Pilgrims?
No, neither Pilgrims nor Benishov, nor Vlachim for that matter. It's a bit complicated. Damn politics.
My word, the whole thing sounds like quite...
So are you going to help me?
I'll help you. I'll have to go there to look for the necklace anyway, and this seems as good a way as any.
Thanks 1,000-fold. And for the love of God, don't get caught. I'd never forgive myself if another man lost his life on my account. If it starts to look risky, take to your heels.
I'll bear that in mind. There's something else I'd like to ask. I've no more questions. Looks like he died without a struggle. Maybe killed in his sleep. They took everything he had. Money, jewellery, even his boots. Someone was searching for something here. Were they out to rob him of everything he had? Or something in particular? Could it be someone was trying to get rid of something here?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Would I be right in assuming this is the encampment of Sir Erhard, Baron Bielewitz?
You must be Sir Alphonse, eh? All the way from Prague, eh?
What's that?
Prague, yes, quite. But I travelled via Guren, thinking it the less hazardous route, comparatively.
Oh, aye. The roads ain't safe at all these days. There's all sorts of rabble waiting to rob unwary folk and even kill them.
Indeed, indeed, I concur. One must be wary, well, cautious even, when travelling.
Right then. But you'll have to wait a while. Sir Erhard is busy at the moment.
No matter, I shall just,
But it's easy to pass the time here. There's always a dice game going on with nice things being wagered. I had my eye on a fine pair of gauntlets and some old piece of jewellery.
Jewellery, you say?
That's right. Just go and see old Blaha, the fella sitting at that table there. He can read, write, and do sums as good as any scribe, and other things too. He keeps things in shape here a bit.
Thank you. I may well do that. Have you got any special...
Nothing out of... Not that I need quite well. That also means...
Ah, very well. I was told...
Aye, he's got his hands full at the moment. You must be Sir Alphonse, eh? I'm Blaha, Sir Erhard's servant. I take care of things here a bit.
Including dice? It has come to my attention that there are interesting things being wagered.
True enough. We've got a fine pair of plate gauntlets, 2 necklaces, one of them's a lovely piece, a good sharp sword, and some other things, I don't remember what. The custom here is if you want to play...
Do you really think it's appropriate to ask your lord's guest to pay for his own entertainment?
Since you put it that way, sir. No, perhaps not. You want to play right away, or...?
Why wait? I'll play now.
No beating around the bush. That's the way. You'll play against Noggin now. He's not the brightest, and he ain't a good loser.
Играть в клуб. Что там у нас? Турки. А, нормально, кстати. Гад 6000. Блин, очень много. Да. О, нормально.
Camp. Had enough of this shit.
чего не видно?
What a shitty day. I need a good scrap to cheer me up.
У меня все сейчас нормально отображается.
So hungry I can eat my throat. Sorry, I traded them for booze yesterday. You get new ones soon enough. You're lucky it's gonna be a beggar month with no sheets at all.
Попробуй обновить страницу. У меня даже телефон работает. А, счет. Слушай, это ты, что ли, блядь? Ну, Прага 400, у меня 3800. Блин. Это как-то... Койки. Давай еще раз пробуем. Единицы и пятерка. Маловато будет, блядь. Ладно. Пока кости получше. Ну а что поделать?
I'm so tired. I want to play. You'll play Berta.
У меня есть кости, но они в сундуке все. Могу так.
Rivers of blood and of blood.
Принять он 250 набрал. Неудача. Думаешь, стоит играть с другими костями? Да. Блин, надо их где-то взять. Да, что-то у меня совсем все плохо. Блин, вообще. А, я понял, что это такое. Ладно, давайте.
Why doesn't he go away? As far away as possible.
The chief has more important things to do.
Killing, fighting, never losing, robbing.
Блин, а мне вот нигде не открыть. Сундук. Тут переночевать негде.
I want to play. Maybe this. You'll play against Malada.
неплохо. Да. Блять, не ту кнопку нажал. Но мне его не победить уже. Но зато я знаю кого. Опа.
Can I ask you something? Ask away. Anything. You're Mladotta, right? I am. Why'd you ask? Just curious. This is quite an interest. You could put it that way. I ain't been here long though. I helped them out of a tight spot and they took me with them.
Да, 4К это норм было сразу.
Is that right? Well, I was lying in wait for this wagoner, see, because he'd been mouthing off about me, so I figured I'd take all he had for compensation. Anyway, I'm hiding there in the bushes, and I hear this wagon coming, so I jumped out to ambush him. Only it wasn't that wagoner, but some merchant. As soon as he saw me with my weapon drawn, he started screaming bloody murder, and next thing, his armed escort comes charging up, and I was the one ambushed. The injustice of it. Vexing indeed. Aye. Anyway, they caught me and took me with them. They figured I was Sir Everard's spy, and they wanted me to lead them to him. Of course, I told them I didn't know what the fuck they were on about. So, while they were threatening to break me on the wheel, string me up and what have you, along comes the Baron with his merry band, and they lay into the soldiers and send them running for the hills. And ever since then, I've been riding with them. That is quite an entertaining anecdote. Ain't it just? If it hadn't been for me, the fellas would have run straight into a trap and it'd all be up with them. So, it's on account of me, they're still alive. And how are things here? Do you get away? We ain't allowed to leave. So I've been here the whole time. I don't mind though. There's always something to pass the time. And we've got that wench. That's all. You cheated. I'll kill you. Ah, a bit of fun for a change. The last fella I killed didn't even see me coming. Ow! 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 You call that? Ah! I'll slay you for that!
Ага. Я зря его убил, я так понимаю.
Is that all you got? She did it! Donald.
Да. Блин, ну раз там придется сейчас играть в кости, тогда придется все пробежать заново. Леша, не желаешь в Valorant пойти? Как минимум, ну, втроем хотя бы.
I feel quite hungry.
Обычный. Ты, я и Серега. Каец.
Don't you start. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat actually.
I'll be with you.
That's all I need.
Lord, watch over you.
ТП. Похавать.
God's sake.
Ну, можно КС. А в смысле FPS хотел потестить? Мы можем катануть и заодно потестишь FPS. Чё нет? Я понимаю, что с OBS, но я говорю, можем катануть, типа, потестить FPS. Как раз таки. Мы же все равно ММ будем играть. Я же тебе не предлагаю фейсить. Ну, заходи тогда в Discord. Спать хочется. Я сутки опять вчера не спал и сегодня проснулся сначала в 9 утра из-за будильника, потом в 12 опять лег спать, проснулся в 5 вечера только. Так что я спать не хочу. Здравствуйте.
Санька, привет.
Ща Лёша зайдет.
Лёшка, привет.
Привет.
Чё, в КС-очку?
Можно?
Можно в КС-очку.
Ну что ты хоть не хочешь в Valorant?
Да потому что он говно, ёпта.
Так а чё ты сам говоришь, сутки не спал?
Ну это вчера, да. Не, сегодня я в 9 утра проснулся.
А что ты везде?
И я, короче, в 9 утра проснулся, посидел, видосы посмотрел, пока я, ну, в себя приходил. Потом, это... Как, меня в сон потянуло, блядь. Я думаю... Я видос смотрел, кстати, надо видос досмотреть. Я моник развернул, прилег, что-то нахуй уснул. Проснулся только в 5, блядь.
Нормально, придумал.
Ну, я, честно говоря, вчера подзаебал, Сань.
Да?
Ну да. Я чуть проснулся, у меня поясничка так чуть прихуела маленько.
Ну, ты въебывал, конечно, нормально.
Ну, зато пиздат посидели.
Да, посидели пиздаты, тут ничего не скажешь, да.
Нормально посидели.
Да мы на шашлыки ходили.
Хуя.
Ну, отдохнуть.
Действительно, да.
Природа, воздух.
Пиздец, пошел сейчас, блядь, в аптеку, нахуй, за перекисью, блядь. Перекиси нету, нахуй. Я говорю, что, ебанулись, что совсем? Перекись, блядь, здесь при чем?
А нафига тебе перекись? Чтобы на оплату перевести? Ты, кстати, потестил принтер?
Да, затестил.
Нормально?
Заебись.
Самое главное.
А, я сейчас покажу. Ну да, я типа, мне перекись нужна была плату травить. Так, а где она, блядь, теперь есть?
Блять, теперь попробуй найти опять этот лагерь ебаный. Где-то здесь я уже... А, в обратную сторону. Точно. Напишите там Костяну. Типа в КС-шку. Где Миша-то?
Ну, был где-то здесь. Сказал, сейчас будет играть. Типа.
Заебись. А,
Ну,
лагало, короче, Лёш, прикинь, настройки слетели с этого. Я стримил с этого X264.
скинул Саньке ВКонтакт.
Да.
Так. Чё, тем играть, не?
Да, конечно. Ща я тут засейвлю. О, нормально.
Пиздец, на старом растворе, блядь, тут травилось, нахуй, вместо, блядь, 3 минут, ёпта, где-то часа полтора, блядь.
Угу. А как ты видишь, как она травится? Там сразу видно, типа, да, то, что слетает лишнее?
Ну да, там прям пузырится она, и видно, как медь уходит. Ну ничего, я пелькис нашел, нахуй, пол-литра себе купил, блядь.
Ну-ка. Блять, забыл сохраниться, сука, начал играть в кости. Ладно, я набрал с собой все кости. Ага. И как вот их использовать?
Они, ты их надо было снарядить, и они типа это, сами юзаются.
Царство мяса, кость. Вот какая из них самая лучшая? А, вот игральная кость Индрика не нужна. Всё.
Я вообще без костей, нахуй, их наебываю каждого, блядь.
А тут DLC турнир, тут 6000 надо, поэтому тут что-то без костей вообще никак.
Там есть пара стратегий.
Например, мне тут повыигрывать. Плохо.
Ну, начнем с того, что после первого выброса надо, скорее всего, чаще всего, скажем так, одну кость всего лишь оставлять.
Отложить ты имеешь в виду?
Ну да.
А потом, типа это...
Докидывать. Там самое главное не переборщить. Что там, по-моему, однушки, да, самые пиздатые?
Да, однушки.
Ты, кстати, знаешь, что если ты все кости отложишь со всех бросков, ты заново будешь все кости бросать, а это останется у тебя число.
Да?
Угу. Кстати, на турнире у тебя сколько надо набрать очков, чтобы выиграть чувака?
6000.
Угу. Достаточно долго игра, бля.
Да, они тут, кстати, еще и бошут нормально. Вот он, 750 за раз поднял.
Там 4000 поднял.
А там это... Ну, типа, жульничество. Ну, так задумано.
Не пон.
Ну, там, короче, по квесту надо, типа, выяснить, кто кости украл.
Какие кости?
О, блин, игральные кости.
Кубики, ёпта.
Кубики пресса?
Угу. Твоего.
Дайсы.
Да.
Что тут непонятного? О, нормально, 1350 за раз выкинул.
Вот это заебись.
А я опять, походу, не могу КС выделить как. А, вот целый.
Сейчас я играю. А то я, блядь, решил посмотреть, как это выглядит, забыл сохраниться даже, блядь. И проебать бы, блядь, а тут заново потом побежать. Но я пока веду. Понял.
Кого и куда ты ведешь, Саша?
Вот. По очкам.
Да я понял, я шуткую.
Нихуя ты, юморис.
Весельчак мое второе имя.
О.
О, бай. Так, пойду-ка я тогда чаю налью, что ли?
Давай.
Пока Сашка там доигрывает. Ой.
Эх, надо было, короче. Я тут. Опять нет. Неудача 2 раза подряд уже.
Невдача?
Неудача, да. Что-то как-то, блин. Не везет. Стойки 200. Нифига, у него 4400. Вот это он набрал. О! Сразу 1000. Нихрена, он меня победил! Бля.
Ты и ну, конечно.
Он под конец просто взял 4400, 1600 поднял и все, блядь. Блядь, придется заново бежать. Ладно. Сейчас, когда загружусь, возьму новые дайсы. Мотаю время, блядь. Выйду. Блин. Тогда перезапуск. Блин, это почти докачался. Дёрт. А то он не хит. Да. Да что-то он вылетает, блядь. Я решил перекачать заново. Мне какой. Так, ладно. Нет, давай. А лучше сядем. Нужно было загрузиться и